Sit rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
So then I'll go back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. He is Nate. Today we are doing cop and drop for the Steelbook for Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, please follow us on our social media accounts. He's going to tell you where you can find those social media accounts.
Yes, specifically talking to you, Mr. Schwarzenegger. If you scroll down to the description link, the box below, and open it up, you can find links to all of our social media accounts, personal and channel. Go follow all those. Greatly appreciate that. We also have a link to our Patreon where you can sign up. We got 3 tiers. They're all pretty cheap. Pick the one that's right for you. Help us grow. We want that. We want to grow. And we give back. We want to give it back to you. That's what we want. If you're more of a one-time donator, we also have a link to our coffee account. And you can give us a one-time donation on that.
Yeah, give us some money, Arnold Schwarzenegger, you rich motherfucker. Hit that Kofi account. But on the front, have you ever seen this movie?
No, I have not.
I love this movie.
Seems like a you movie.
It's meta. It's for people that love movies. And you love movies.
I do, yeah.
And I love Schwarzenegger, and I also love movies. So this movie works for me on a scale that doesn't exist in this universe because that's how big it is. I love this movie.
Oh.
So front, you got that like very 90s, 80s like popcorn action movie.
Yeah.
Cover on purpose. Schwarzenegger coming out. Big letters, Last Action Hero. Schwarzenegger. He's got the kid. Beautiful cover. I love it. It fits the movie perfectly.
Yeah, for like, you know, I've never seen this, but like I'm aware of the film and like, you know, the vibe and what its point is in terms of it, you know, being meta towards action movies. And what better guy to pick that than like, you know, arguably the biggest action star ever. So I love that. I think it's really cool. I also am a big fan of this cover. It does just looks like something, you know, I could see that hanging on the wall of a Blockbuster, and you know, and like. Yeah, so like, even though I've never seen this movie, that poster does bring back some legitimate nostalgic feels, and I appreciate that immensely.
On the spine, you got Last Action Hero. Nothing special about that. On the back, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger in a movie theater holding up that yappa. And he about to shoot a motherfucker because that's what Schwarzenegger does in most of his movies.
Is this true?
That's correct.
And it's up Conan because he's slicing motherfuckers. But it's whatever. It's a scene from the movie. I wish they could have did more to fit the front, but I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I appreciate the color scheme and that it's not just like a photo from the
camera couldn't done at a better point because we're not on the back anymore. We're on the inside, the innards, as we say in the dirty South. The guts. And it's another picture from the film. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is covered up by disc.
That's what I don't like.
Good fucking job. Fucking buffoons.
And, you know, like, I understand that this is the direction it was shot during the movie, but, like, you could have flipped it and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
And then left him on the side that, you know, where he would not be covered by a disc.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad they put something in there so it was a silver, but it's like,
yeah,
you had one job, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and, you know, like, in all honesty, like, I don't normally spend a lot of time just staring at the inside covers of my Steelbooks. But I do have some where I really, really freaking like the cover. So when I pull that movie out, I do actually sit there and just appreciate the inside of it some. So,
like,
that's kind of dumb.
There's some, like, I'm glad they did something with it, like I said, because, like, there's some Steelbooks that are lazy as hell. And then there's other Steelbooks that work, like, that designer, he worked harder on that than the Ugly Stripper does. Like, this is just right there in the middle. It's like, could have been better, just like the back. But I'm glad they did something with it, so.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna harp on it too much.
I feel that.
So, when it comes to copying and dropping, I love this movie. And guess what?
You already own it on Steelbook.
Nah, it never came out on Steelbook. But I do own it, and I have that nice VHS slipcase. You know the VHS slipcases that came out a while ago?
Oh, this was on that?
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful slipcase. That gives me more of a feel of the movie than this does, even though the front's so great. The back is just a scene from the movie. The inside, just a scene from the movie. So if they would have went all out, I probably would have bought it, not gonna lie. But they didn't, and I own it already, so this will be a drop for me.
Yeah, I'm sure that I would love this movie, and you also mentioned, I mean, you straight up said it. This is a movie for people who love movies, and I do in fact love movies. This is not necessarily one that I feel like I have to own on Steelbook. Look, yeah, you're very aware that you and me have very different tastes in film. You know, I love how much you love Arnold, and I really like Arnold.
You need to watch the movie.
And I appreciate Arnold, and I'm so glad for all the contributions
to the action genre that he has made over the years. You know, great job. Still, Mr. Schwarzenegger, Patreon, Ko-fi, it's right there. But I regret to inform you, I will not be purchasing this Steelbook. And it's just because I want to see this movie, and I'm going to watch the movie. I think I want to watch it before I buy it.
That's what I think.
That's the only reason. I want to watch the movie. I want to watch it before I buy it. I'll probably end up owning this movie to some capacity at some point in time. Will I feel like I need the Steelbook? Time will tell.
No, this is what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
I've never steered you wrong before, and I'm usually always right. So this is what's going to happen. We're going to get done filming. You're going to go in there. You're going to pull it up on your fucking smart TV. Go to Amazon. Rent it for $2.99. And you're going to call your girlfriend up. She's going to be like, I don't want to talk to this fucking loser. She ain't going to pick up. So you're going to sit there in your bed in your fucking Star Wars onesie and watch this movie. And you're going to laugh. You're going to have excitement. You're going to cry. There's going to be tension. You'll grab your mattress and go, because this movie is so fucking good. It's a masterpiece in filmmaking. You look at the greatest films of all time. Jaws, The Godfather Part 2, Citizen Kane, Last Action Hero. And you could be like, you're not going to tell me I'm right because it will eat you up inside. But you go sit there in your Star Wars onesie and hold yourself and just like stare at the moon, think about Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's what you're going to do after watching this movie. And then you're going to pre-order it to make sure you own it on Steelbook. That's what's going to happen. But tell me what your thought about this down in the comment section below. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video. And subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.